I slept for a good hour. I got semi-drunk on the plane. I slept for about half an hour. An hour, sorry, after that. Yeah, Zanny and Cass were on the plane too. So Zanny was like behind me. Literally the row behind me. He had the window seat though. No one in the middle, and then a guy on the row. I was right in front. I was on the row seat, no one in the middle, and then like this woman at the window seat. I don't know what happened to her though. She was like crying her eyes out. I was like trying to comfort her because as soon as we were like taking off, she just started bawling, full on tears flooding the seat at that point. And I was like, I like tapped her arm and was like, "Are you okay? Like, everything's fine." Like, I was shitting myself. I hate flying a lot. I was crying also, but more mentally in my head. I would, you would never know that I was shitting my pants because I try and hide it. But yeah, so I did. She was Japanese, right? But I'm pretty sure she knew English, as I spoke to her kind of later on. But I just asked if she was okay. But I didn't know if she was just like sad because she was leaving, or she was terrified. I couldn't read her at all. And she never said. I didn't want to ask her or anything, so. Here to learn more about how you ditched Mane-san at the airport. Oh, don't worry, we'll get to that. I don't have much time. I just wanted to kind of, touch base with you guys, so, because I haven't done anything yet. And I'm going out soon, so I wanted to at least speak to you. The thing is, this time I don't have like a laptop or anything, so I want to stream like really badly because this has like the perfect desk to have set up. But anyway, let me finish the story. We'll get to that. I'm gonna get too sidetracked otherwise, like I usually do. Anyway, but yeah, she was fine, kind of like an hour in after that. But yeah, there was no one in the middle on my seat, my row. So I was on the row. Thankfully, she didn't need to go to the bathroom a lot. She got up like twice or 3 times, whatever. But I don't know. It was pretty chill. And Cass was like 3. He was on the row seat as well, but he was like 3 seats in front of me. I could see the top of his head. But yeah, he was like 3 rows in front. Like 33, I think. I was in like 36. So Zanny would have been 37. Yeah, so I slept for an hour after drinking the alcohol. Like, I asked for wine because I could see it. At first, I asked for rosé, but they didn't have it. Obviously, I needed my white Zinfandel, but they didn't have any rosé, so they had white or red. And at this point, I didn't really want white or red, but I was kind of committed to the wine conversation at this point. And all the attendants were like Japanese. Obviously, they could speak English too, but like not as well. So I was like, fuck it, just give me the white wine. So I had white wine. White wine was my first drink. And then I was getting out I like turned because we were using the middle seat. Like me and this girl were using this middle seat to just dump our shit on there. Seeing as no one was there. And as I was turning to like get my like wallet out, they just left. And I like turned back around and she was gone. I was like, well, she wasn't gone. She was like onto the next row next to us after that. But I was like, okay, so is it free then? So I was like, okay, let me test. Did she just forget? So she came back again, and this time I was like, okay, give me the sake this time. Low key, I thought it was soju instead. So when I drank it, I was like, I thought I was drinking fucking petroleum. So yeah, that got me. And then I was like, damn, that shit pretty strong. That hitting. So I kind of just took it and just sat there like with a smug smile on my face, just like, is she gonna just walk away? Is it really free? Is this real life? And then she walked away again, and I had it. Sake, whatever it is, bro. I don't freaking look. I'm an uncultured swine. Okay, leave me alone. I know what I want. I just don't know how to say shit properly. Okay. It's a work in progress. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. If no one's around, I will just stay in my room. If I have to go and do something on my own, I will just stay in my room. I will not go anywhere because I will not be able to function. This is not. It's a different world for me. If it's Europe, I'll be chilling, but here it's completely different. It's like the other side of the freaking planet, bro. Is completely different. Yeah, so I got that, and at this time, I'd already been awake since like 6 a.m. that morning, and our flight was at like 7 p.m. or something. So I'd already been awake for 13 hours by the time the flight actually went. Did a lot of traveling to the airport and stuff. Like I got like a bus to the train station, then I got a train to the city where the coach was to the airport. So that was a whole ordeal. So I was very tired. So I was like 3 drinks down. And then I kind of just passed out just from pure tiredness. My anxiety was trying to keep me awake, but eventually I just passed out. Zanny was KO before the plane even started rolling. Like, bro was just sleeping. This is just everyday life for him. I aspire to be that nonchalant about getting on a plane and just not giving a fuck. Like it's a normal everyday occurrence. So Zanny was gone for the first 5 hours of the flight. Easy clap. Before I fell asleep though, bruh, I know Cass did a space last night. I don't know if you mentioned it, but I fell asleep because I was so tired. But there was like some guy who like passed out. I didn't see. It was like the row behind Zanny. Zanny didn't know this happened either because he was just asleep the whole time. But Cass like walked past me and he was like, "Bro, what's going on over there?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" Like Cass went to like the bathroom, which was like behind us. We were at the back of the plane. And he walked past and tapped me and was like, "Yo, what the frick is that? What's going on over there?" And I turned around and this freaking guy had like passed out. Like he looked dead, right? He was just fully like flopping. Okay, like this man. I think he was with his like son or something. His son must have been like, I don't know, 20 or something. Like early 20s. And they were like, I turned around and they were just like 4 people like picking this guy up, told this woman in the middle row to like get the fuck out and like laid him down on there and he was just gone. And I was like, God, where were we at this point? We must have been flying over like, I don't know, just before like Turkey or something. And I was like, oh God, is this gonna be like, are we gonna have to emergency land or something? Like, good Lord, no. Like, what's going on? I hope this guy's okay, but oh God. And so they like laid him down and they like, I don't know what happened, but he wasn't dead. Let's just say that. Eventually he was like conscious and was like talking. He was like, the woman in the middle row was standing right next to me, like by my seat, and I offered to like, you know, give her my seat in the meantime. Like she was like an older lady. I was like, you can sit here if you want. And like we had a middle seat free, so I was like, I can just move up and you can sit here, or you can just sit in my chair and I can just stand up in the meantime. But she was like, nah, it's fine. But yeah, for the rest of the trip, he was just laying on this middle row, like all 3 seats. And they like hooked him up to like a blood pressure monitor. He had like a heart rate thing going. Like he wasn't that old either. Like I don't know what happened, but bro definitely passed out. It was scary. But I'm glad he was okay in the end. By the end of the flight, he was like back in his seat and sitting up and just being normal. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but it was kind of scary. And there was another guy that was in front of me that was laying, he had the road all to himself, and he was like laying down the entire flight wrapped in like some like freaking sleeping bag, like hooked up to like some machine, like tubes going down his throat and shit. I was like, what is going on, bro? What is happening? we were I don't know, we were in the medical ward or whatever. Something was going on. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. A lot of stuff going on, but I didn't really sleep apart from that. So, what kind of flight were you on? I don't know. I wish I knew. But it was interesting. There was definitely enough to keep you occupied, that's for sure. But I'm glad the guy's okay, but I'm glad we didn't have to land like only like 4 hours into the flight, because if we had to land and then get on and like would have been delayed, we had to get on another plane, had to deal with another takeoff and be scared as hell. So yeah, it was interesting. So anyway, a good 10 hours later, we finally landed. I brought my Steam Deck to like play games, and I didn't even take it out of my bag. I brought the Wi-Fi, and I don't know. I was just browsing Twitter and like going on Flight Radar app the whole time. And I was like following the plane and like looking at all the planes around us. I'm like, oh my god, this plane's like coming straight towards us. What altitude are they at? They're not going to crash into us, are they? Bro, I'm so nervous flyer. I hate it so much. I'm like, they're in the direct path. And it's like, okay, they're like 5,000 feet below or above us. It's fine. No league hopcon. Yeah, unfortunately the Wi-Fi wasn't that good. I couldn't watch videos on YouTube. It wasn't as good for that. I could upload a video, but obviously that took some time. But yeah, I couldn't watch any videos. But I could use the internet for everything else. Just not YouTube, pretty much. That's helpful for flight anxiety. Well, not really, because it was causing the anxiety, because I was looking at it in the first place. I wouldn't know there was any planes around without it. But it did have the screen with all like the altitude and the speed, which really does help me, because like, especially when it's nighttime, you can feel when the plane turns, but you don't know which direction it's going in. Like, it's a weird feeling. Or if the plane feels like it's falling, but if you have all the information on the screen, like your altitude and stuff, and you can see that the actual altitude isn't going down, it's like, okay, we're not falling out of the sky, that's fine. Or if the plane, like, it has like the speed and it has like the position, the altitude, everything. I love that, because if something feels weird, I can look at that and then it feels better, you know, because I know what's going on. Oh, it's sarcasm? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't pick up on the sarcasm. But it could have not been sarcasm. It could also, it did help with my anxiety also as well. So because not only did it cause the anxiety, it also relieved the anxiety, because I could see where we were, and also it gave like your statistical information for the flight too. So it was actually good. It was good that I could use that and see all the information on the screen. So it was fine. So yeah, so anyway, we landed. I didn't really sleep at all for the rest of it. I had like some micro naps, but nothing substantial. So I was hella tired. So anyway, we got to the airport. Roscoe landed, Gail landed, Lucy landed. They were already there with management before we landed. So we finally landed. The plane did not crash. Thank God. Because if it did, that would have been crazy. The triple graduation, if that plane was going down, that would have not been good. So I was thinking all of the worst possible case scenarios in my head. But thankfully, that didn't happen. At least this leg of the journey.